afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to, boy, I got a lot of energy on Sunday night, the 1182nd edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni, and that, of course, would be me. Good evening, traders. This video is coming to you on a Sunday night for Trading Monday. That is June. We are now in June 2nd, 2014. Very interesting. Again, video 1182. You can find another 1181 videos, a lot like this one that you're about to see. Before we get into it, you must know that futures trading can be extremely risky and cause substantial financial loss. Futures trading is not suitable for all trading accounts. What is on the board? Well, first of all, a round of applause for another green Omni, right? Who knew they would just keep on coming like this? It's masterful. Emini, S&P, NASDAQ, DAX, Russell, Transportation Average, probably, of course, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, all are pretty strong on the charts. ES, NASDAQ, DAX, weekly breakout, absolutely. Wait till you see it. We know the trending already broke out. We've got breakouts of most of the others. We're looking for the breakout in the NASDAQ on the weekly. I'll show you a chart. Gold still looks weak. I showed you some great charts last week about gold. The market tumbled. It looks weak again Sunday through Monday. Omniacs are already into it on the short side for gold. We expect some downside there. And the grains, Omni's got the grains on the sell side for wheat, corn, and soybeans for Sunday through Monday. So that's what we're looking at, traders. I've got some nice charts. One thing that's really important I'd like to point out, look what's back on the board. Do not fall in love with the downside. That's back on the board for a short period of time. We took that statement, the downside, off the board just in case we started to have a little pullback. It appears with the weekly breakouts that the pullback will not be coming. Downside goes back on the board. Do not fall in love with the downside on any pullbacks. We are buyers of dips. All right, traders, with no further ado, let's go look at some charts. Okay, traders, the first chart on the menu this evening is your gold chart. Remember now, we have switched over to August gold. We are no longer trading in June. August gold, Q is your gold, so it's EGCQ14, no longer trading June. So looking at August gold, I have been showing you this chart day after day since the beginning of last week. I showed you the apex, I showed you the 200 bar moving average and how we kept failing at it, and then I pointed out the big down move we expected. Bombs away, it absolutely happened. Look at that big down day. Round of applause for absolutely perfect technical analysis. But as we know, head down, nose to the grindstone, on to the next trade. So now we are in what I call one of Oscar's F flags, and we are bouncing back and forth inside that F flag, and I think we can easily do that again, stay inside the F flag, and maybe even get through it on the downside. So the gold absolutely weak and looking slightly weaker again for Monday. Then we've got the E-mini S&P on your daily bar. Daily bar, look at how long we've been in this channel. Woohoo! We get above it. 1 bar, 2 bars, 3 bars, 4 bars. That, my friends, is a breakout. And it's some form of a little F flag right here. So you got to love that. An F flag above this channel. This would be considered resistance, as you can see, right? All the times that it stopped at it. Then it gets above it. It's got 3-4 days above it. You got to love this. So that's the ES on a daily bar chart. Then you've got the NASDAQ on a daily bar chart. Very nice F flag. I know you don't see these anywhere. It's an Oscarism, but take my word for it. I've qualified these over the last 5 years. I know what they are. That is an F flag, and we should stay inside of that F flag for some time. At some point, we will dump out of it. That's why it's called the F flag, because we get F'd at some point, but not much we can do about that. But it is an F flag because it also looks like an F. A little awkward, but that's an F. So I've dubbed it the F flag. I've done enough homework. My Omniacs know all about it. You should pay attention to it. Russell. Here has been the thorn in our side, traders. I've been showing you this chart night after night. This is the old TAPMA, right? I've been showing it to you night after night. And here we can see once we were above it, we stayed above it for a long time, came down to it, hit it, went up. Came down, got under it, could not get above it anymore. Now it became resistance. Down we went. Came back, hit it again, down we went. came back up, hit it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. This has been troubling me for the last 2 trading days last week. I've shown it to you in both of my last 2 videos towards the end of last week. Here we are Sunday night, still bothering me. Why? Because it hit, bounced off. Once it got under, it could not stay above any longer, right? So here we are bouncing like this, but you've got all the other markets looking really strong. Could that be a sell signal? I say let's look at this exact same chart, but with a different point of view. Because all of its sisters, so to speak, are bullish, what if we negate this and say, this is a flag that built right at the OTAPMA, which means, you know what? That, I assure you, is a flag, and it's going to go higher. Why? Because all the other indices have proven that they're in bullish formations with bullish breakouts. So I say we convert this over to this bull flag and expect the upside. This joins in with the Russell, with the S&P and the NASDAQ. Then you've got the weeklies. We switch out to a weekly. ESM on the weekly bar. Look at that wonderful breakout right there in that green circle. It had a tough time for months trying to get over this red line. It is finally above it. Now this can be considered support. Same goes with the German DAX traders. Look at that wonderful channel. It's been in for a long time. All the tries to get above the red line. Now it is a whole week above that red line, which brings me to conclude, why not the NASDAQ? If all the other indices have done it on the weekly, here's your NASDAQ weekly. You're just there now. This will not be a double top. This is going to get broken out of. Upside, we should go. Pull your own charts. Do your own homework. Never, ever take anybody's word for analysis until you've compared it to your own. So, traders, you've seen the charts. There is my technical argument for why we've got the green OMNI short term, why it looks like the weeklies are breaking out as well. Gold's still looking weak. I didn't show you any charts on the grains. If you'd like to see them, you come on down to livewithoscar.com. Come to my free trading room. I'll show you the grain setups. Traders, don't forget the stock recommendations. The way OMNI calls the S&P and the way it calls the NASDAQ and the way it calls the other markets. It also has single stock recommendations. I started them this year, albeit I've been a little slow to tell people and a little slow sending them out. But OMNI's been doing analysis on stocks for many years. It's just now I feel like presenting them to the public. So if you'd like stock recommendations, and these are big enough stocks that move around each day, enough to get in, get out, and have a daily profit, we do not scalp them, but we're usually in and we try to be out by the end of 1 to 2 days. If that's your style, come on down once again to livewithoscar.com. Click the banner, the brown banner for the stock recommendations, and I will help you out there. Traders, make sure you come on down to at least the chat room and hang out with me, because remember, there's nothing like having a group of traders all working towards the same goal. We have an army of Omniacs hanging out in my trading room every day. Trading room's free. Don't trade alone, all right? Remember, a stop is your best friend. I'll see you at livewithoscar.com, and always remember this. Keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to help yourselves with trying to keep your emotions at bay is to say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll, traders. I'll see you at livewithoscar.com. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.